Hi, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Katharine, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my August TBR or to be read list. I do apologize if I seem a little bit off right now. I just recently got into a car accident a few days ago and I had to get surgery for it, so I'm not feeling my best right now, but I'm hoping that I can film this and it'll make me feel better just to be able to do something. So let me go ahead and show you the 3 books that I have on my August TBR or to be read list. I will be having my July reading wrap up coming out next week, and you'll see that I only read 3 books in the month of July, so I'll be only putting 3 books on my August TBR or to be read list because I've just noticed that like in the summertime, even though I sometimes associate is what I'm trying to say. I sometimes associate with summer with reading, but like when the summer does come around, it seems like I actually read less because I'm doing so many things, especially when it comes to doing things outside. I do live in New England, so we don't really get this nice of weather all the time, all year round. So I tend to do a lot of things outside, which takes up more time away from me reading. I do try to take advantage of reading audiobooks, especially when I'm working, but sometimes like time just gets the best of me and I don't read as much during the summer, so that's the reason why I only have 3 books on my August TBR or to be read list, because I only read 3 books in the month of July. So let me go ahead and just show you the books that I have. It's going to be a short list, of course, and this video might not be as long as my other videos, but I hope you enjoy it. I do have some rollover books from last month's TBR because I didn't get to read all the books on my TBR or to be read list from the month of July. So let's just get into this. For those who don't know, I have a goal for myself to read 1 nonfiction per month and 1 classic per month because I'm trying to get myself out of my comfort zone and read things that I don't normally read but want to read. So 2 out of the 3 of these books are going to be for that challenge that I have for myself. So let's start off with the classic. I have The Wizard of Oz, which is by L. Frank Baum. I think that's how you pronounce his name, his last name. But anyways, for those who didn't watch my summer edition day in my life or week in my life video that I just posted a few weeks ago, I actually went to go see The Wizard of Oz at my local music theater and I really enjoyed it. I also watched the first part of Wicked in the movie theaters last year and I can't wait to see part 2 of Wicked when it comes out this November. So I wanted to get a head start and read this book and then hopefully read Wicked, the actual book of Wicked. And I think that's by, who is that by? Gregory Maguire. I have it right here in front of me. I see his name. But I want to read Wicked before the second part of Wicked, the movie, comes out in November. So I am going to read this first, The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. And I'm really excited about this. For those who don't know The Wizard of Oz, I mean, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people know what The Wizard of Oz is about. It's a very well-known story. But essentially it's about this young girl who lives in Kansas and she ends up traveling to the land of Oz during a tornado and she meets all sorts of characters while she's in the land of Oz, including munchkins and wizards and witches and a talking scarecrow, Tin Man, lion, and she travels along the yellow brick road to find the Wizard of Oz, hence why the book is called The Wizard of Oz, so that she can make a wish to go back home to Kansas. But anyways, I can't wait to get to this. I grew up with this story, watching the movie as a kid, and of course just being surrounded by this story in general my whole life. I just really enjoy the story. Fun fact, actually, when I was in middle school, specifically when I was in the 6th grade, I was in my middle school musical and I was actually a munchkin. I actually played the coroner. So like, you know that part in the Munchkin Land song where it's like, as coroner, I must affirm that I thoroughly examined her, and she is not only merely dead, she's really most sincerely dead. That was me. I literally sang that. That was like my first solo of all time, and I was so proud of myself as an 11-year-old. I was a little 6th grader who sang that little solo, and I was the coroner of Munchkin Land, and I was very, very proud of myself. But did you like my little my little singing mashup right there? I hope you did. I hope I didn't deafen your ears by that little singing aspect of this video, but I can't wait to get to the Wizard of Oz book. And for my nonfiction this month, my dad actually gave me this book as a gift not too long ago, and it's called Super Habits. It's by Andrew V. Abella. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He has a PhD apparently, so that must mean he's smart. So I'm assuming this is just like how you form habits. But yeah, I'm probably gonna listen to this on audio. I really like listening to nonfiction books on audio because of the fact that, like, I don't know why, maybe this is the reason why I haven't read a lot of nonfictions, is because like I feel like a lot of nonfictions read like as if they're textbooks, and when I'm just reading it, it honestly kind of bores me to read nonfiction. So if I'm listening to them on audiobook, I feel like at least like maybe I can be doing something else while I'm listening to the audiobook of a nonfiction. And especially if it's more like educational like this one I am assuming is, it just helps it go by faster, and I honestly feel like I can stay more engaged when I'm like multitasking, like listening to it and then also doing something else. So I'm looking forward to getting to this. I think it's always like a good thing to read like self-help books to, you know, strengthen your character. I know this isn't like a Christian like nonfiction. I do love reading Christian nonfiction as well, because I think that's honestly the best form of nonfiction, but I think this is also good to read. Like I don't feel like this is unbiblical, if that makes sense. Like, habits are habits, and I think God encourages us to have healthy habits, so I'm hoping that this helps me in that area of staying consistent and creating good habits for myself in my everyday life. And then the third book that I have on my July TBR or to be read list is Peter and the Starcatchers. And I had this on my July TBR. What am I even saying? Did I say August or July? So this was on my July TBR or to be read list, and now it's on my August TBR or August TBR to be read list, if that makes sense. See, I'm just out of it because I was just in a car accident and had surgery, so sorry if I'm a little bit out of it right now, but I wanted to get on here and make this video. But anyways, this was on my July to be read list, and now it's on my August what am I even talking about? To be read list. I can't even speak today. I hope you know what I'm trying to say. So this was on my July to be read list or TBR, and now it's on my August to be read list or TBR because I did not get to it in July. And this is considered like a middle grade book, if I'm not mistaken. And I actually read this. Well, I technically didn't read it. Like, my teacher read it to us in class when I was like in the 5th grade. And it's like a Peter Pan retelling almost. And I really remember like enjoying her reading this book to us in class. So like I thought I'd give it like a reread, because I don't remember a lot of like the aspects in this book, and I just like middle grades in general. I feel like they're just really refreshing, and like they're always clean, and I always feel like they're just like silly goofy. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't go too deep. They're always kind of just like a fun time, if that makes sense. And I haven't really read like a lot of like fairy tale type retellings in the past, so I'm really looking forward to rereading this. Technically my teacher read it to us, but like I wanted to read it for myself this time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting to this book in August. But yeah, those are the 3 books that are on my August TBR or to be read list. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I know it was a little chaotic. I probably said a lot of weird things in this video, but that's just because I was in a car accident and I'm a little bit out of it, but I hope you liked it. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!